Alrighty. Let's get going. Starting a little bit late today, but that's okay. Well, okay. It's not really okay. I should have definitely started an hour ago. But oh well. Last time... Oh, let's see. I can't remember if I had everything shipped in or not. I think we'd bought all the resources we needed, and it was just a matter of waiting for them to be delivered. Most of them have been delivered already. I don't remember how many what needed to be delivered yet. It may actually be that nothing needed to be delivered yet, but I don't think so. I think we still had like a couple more things to ship in. Well, guess we'll find out in a minute. One of these days, I'll remember what happened to the previous stream. Oh. Anyway, it's almost done loading, so. Come on, game. Just have a few more percent to go. And let's get going. Let's see. We are currently near the station. We are short on Computronic substrate and silicon carbide, but both are going to be shipped in soon. Okay. Nothing has been completed yet. These take like 13 minutes, so this must have just started building. Yeah. Okay. So we need to wait about half an hour probably. A little bit over maybe, and it'll be done. Station's holding out pretty well. Let's go fix this blind spot. Okay, let's see. I think that over there is the gate that goes to... That's not the gate we want. That one over there is. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Get over there then. We'll go drop a satellite, probably just behind the gate. Be a little safer back there. Because there was a satellite that was covering that, but it got destroyed somehow. Not sure by what. Oh. Okay. Then we just continue
Entering system. Family crit.
on to the next gate. There's only 2 gates in this system, so it's not hard to figure out which one you want to go to. Nice and lined up on this thing. When we're about ready to go through this gate, I'm going to kill the engines and we'll coast through. And then we'll turn around, hit the thrusters to go over behind the gate. Okay, there is quite a fleet here that was hiding in the radar dead zone. That is why we need a satellite back here. Okay, maybe they weren't in the radar dead zone. But I swear they weren't there when I looked just a minute ago. At least there's no Ks or whatever. It might be tempting to go get the swan song, come up here and do a little bit of looting. In any case, we're not sticking around.
Entering system. Family, crit.
We're not here to deal with that kind of excitement. Do a little bit of loot sock. There's not much loot here, but a little bit counts. A little bit more down here by the end of the laser chain. Oh. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get out of here. Being too close to defensive stations is actually bad, because they perform a lot better out of sector. For the Argon plasma armed ones, it didn't really seem to matter, but for the Terran defense stations, they definitely perform way better out of sector than do in sector. Okay, where is this thing? Gotta be right out here somewhere. There it is. We're just way above it for some reason. Okay, that was a bit scuffed, but yeah, we made it in the end.
Family, Zin.
Okay, what do we want to do next? How much money do we have? 6 million, okay. That's not really enough to do much of anything. We should probably save it just in case we need more parts. I think we have everything on hand and ready to go for making our first fighters. But I have to admit that I'm not actually going to be 100% sure of that until we build the first one. I don't think I'm missing any bits. Okay, this is not where I wanted to head. Well, actually it kind of is. Do we have any loot here? Doesn't really look like it. Okay. Well, then this isn't where I want to be. I want to be over here at this other station. You don't actually have to be there. Let's hang out in this asteroid field for a bit. Why do AI traders? It seems like they buy stuff and then drop it. Weird. Anyway, the Okinawa. Is that one trip or two? I think it's 2 trips. Let's actually check on the Okinawa itself to see what it's bringing over. Let's see. We need buy silicon carbide, sell silicon carbide. Okay, so it's 2 trips. Not that it really makes that much difference. It would only save a very small amount of time. Yeah, it's weird. They're buying resources and dumping them. And I'm not going to complain because it's more money, but it's just weird. Well. Something else I need to be doing. The Bolo miner that is assigned to the Grand Exchange 1 headquarters needs to be brought up here.
Awaiting orders.
It's got stuff in its inventory. Oh, it's been mining Invidium. Okay. What's its current order? It's just got auto mine set. Okay. We actually have the 2000 Invidium we need. Okay. I thought for sure I was going to have to manually mine that Invidium. Also, it's like got most of the other resources it just ran out of money. Let's give it another 1 million. And it should be able to buy everything else it needs for teleportation range 3. That's quite nice. Hello, Amendment Man. Welcome here. I thought that Nvidium, I was definitely going to mine that myself, but I won't complain that it's not. Okay, well that's one worry taken care of. So, we have about 20 minutes left on these, and then however long this one takes. I think it was 13 minutes for each one of these. Something like that. I don't remember exactly. Okay, so what about you next? Ugh. None of this over here really needs my attention. Although I'm tempted to go help the Paranid out. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go ride to the Paranid's rescue. May as well. We just need to kill time right now anyway. And I wouldn't mind keeping the Paranid alive.
Jump gate. Wretched skies.
Go ahead and charge up the drives. We should just be able to do a straight shot right through that gate. I think this angle is favorable enough for that. Okay, for here, the next gate's straight across. And then we want the gate to the right. Easy enough. This is our new upgraded variant. We don't have any weapon upgrades yet, but everything else is max upgraded, except the weapon shields aren't upgraded either. I'm waiting until those are tier 3 Terran instead of tier 2 Terran.
Entering system. Wretched skies.
Okay, the next one is an accelerator. They're a little more fiddly to line up on, but not too bad. Should be pointed more or less straight at us. I think we're lined up on it pretty well right now. Guess we'll find out when we get a little closer. Yeah, it looks like we're good. Okay, and then from here we go to the right. Not sure if it's a gate or an accelerator, but we'll find out when we get there. Think it might be an accelerator, judging by the system names. In any case, it's right where all the red dots are. And from there, we need to go a bit right to the
Entering wretched skies. 5. Family. Phi.
what do you want to call it? Okay, we want to go straight for a bit longer here so that we have a better angle on this accelerator. Currently, we're kind of looking at the side of it. I'd like to be looking more at the front of it. Let's wait till we get a little bit more square with it. Not completely square, because we will keep moving even after I turn flight assist back on. Okay, that's plenty good. Actually, that's probably more than good. Yeah, we might have trouble making that. Damn it. We got to drop out travel drive. And how did flight assist get turned off? I thought I turned it back on. That might be why we had to drop out travel drive. Anyway. This thing has a lot more momentum than I'm used to, that's for sure. Okay, we need to charge travel drive again because we're dreadfully slow and
Accelerator.
actually pretty
Wretched
far away from the
skies.
accelerator.
10.
Hopefully, once we built up speed, we can drift into it, but I'll see about that.
Requesting immediate backup.
If I want to drift into it, I probably should be pointed a little bit more away from it. Ultimately, that'll probably be faster. Because we just need to get out here a bit. And then turn in. Drop back in. No, not again. Damn it. Okay, fine, whatever. I underestimated how much sideways momentum I had. You would think I would stop doing that by now. Anyway. Thankfully, we don't need to be anywhere in a terrible hurry. I mean, I would like to save as much of the Pyramid
Requesting
Shipyard or
immediate
whatever it was again as I can. I think it's a wharf. Yeah, anyway. We'll go through in a second here. And when we do, yeah, it's wharf.
Entering wretched skies.
I definitely
10,
want to save that wharf. We should be easily able to pop in above it and just nose down and blow it away. Thankfully, while this does have a lot of sideways momentum, you know, when you're trying to turn 90 or something, it also has excellent brakes. So it's not that hard to stop when we actually get to where we're going. I wonder if this thing has Mark III thrusters on it. It might not, which might affect the sideways maneuverability quite a lot, actually. Okay, that actually worked out way better than I planned. Well, okay. I shouldn't say better than I planned. But it worked out pretty much exactly the way I planned, which is way better than I expected. I should be targeting these engines. Make sure it can't escape. Not that it's going to escape, but make absolutely sure it can't even make the attempt is fun better than. I would like for it not to be able to point at me, for example. Also, these guns really could use a cooldown upgrade. Anyway, meantime, let's get rid of a few of these turrets. We might as well keep moving in closer so our own turrets fire. I don't mind if we take a couple hits. Looks like we saved a lot of it. Not sure how much trouble they're going to have getting the resources up here to rebuild, but hopefully they'll do okay. And he's going to blow up any second now. Anybody who's in the area and unlucky enough to have a lighter medium ship
Explosion
would probably
imminent.
clear out. We're also a bit close, so probably lose a little shield.
Danger.
Yeah, hardly any worth mentioning though. Okay, it looks like they lost a wharf and probably some storage. That's it. Okay. Let's see what the loot suck gives us. We might get some Tetlati rep out of that, because we were really close to one of their stations when we destroyed it. Maybe. I'm not going to count on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. We got 18. I'm not sure what our old rep was. There's a Xenon defense platform over that way. And Argon Mammoth there, which we don't want to tangle with.
Xenon defense platform.
Largely because I just don't care. If it was somebody else's construction ship, I might think about going over there to defend it, but As it is, let's go get rid of this defense platform before it actually creates a problem. And then we'll go back home. Yeah, which, while we're lining up on this... How are things going back home? Optronic substrate load needs to arrive yet. 8 minutes until the large parlor's done. That should be plenty of time to get the last load of stuff there. Things are on schedule. I would really like to get my first fighter wing built tonight yet. We should be able to. Can't imagine we won't.
Something hit us.
Yeah, that's the Cardinals Redress miner complaining. He's being a whiner. He's not actually a big whiner. But he does get attacked a lot. So far he hasn't blown up yet, so... I should probably give him a fighter escort. Small one, eventually. Okay, that's taken care of. Family's in. Dirty scum. Oh, really? Where? Hello? Okay. That's the Dirty Scum warning, which only plays for... Oh wait, I'm looking at Family Newt like an idiot. Okay. I need to stop doing that. Looks like the pinwheel versus an eye. Oh shit. Okay. We better get home quickly. The pinwheel's gonna take severe damage, I bet. Okay, we're facing a little too far away from where we want to go. Yes, I know. That's Thyros Dominion. That's a completely different place. Well, hello. Oh, I'm in the wrong Wretched Skies, too.
Accelerator. Wretched Skies 5. Family Phi.
Okay. This is going to get exciting. There's not really a whole lot I can do about it. Yet. We're just going to have to line up in this gate. And then spectate from the map. We need to go to the left. Has eye gone boom? No, eye has not gone boom, but the pinwheel is definitely hurting. Yikes. Yeah. That's not good. I'm just saying. It's lost 3 of its arms so far, it looks like. With more to come. That is the first eye I've seen in game, and of course it had to come right for me. But that is the purpose of the pinwheel, so hopefully it survives. If it doesn't survive, then I'll definitely be there to avenge it eventually. Okay, our main target is right over there. This should be pretty good. Just drift right onto a line with it. The next one will be straight ahead of us and will be a much easier target. Namely, it'll be an actual gate instead of an accelerator. Accelerators are a little harder to line up on.
I would like to inform you of a recent development. Please navigate to your research interface.
That's new. Research available. Welfare module. Gambling den. Okay. The eye's shields aren't even down yet, and the pinwheel's almost dead. Well, this is going to be interesting.
Entering wretched skies. Poor family Valka.
Do I want to attempt to do this with... Okay. We're going to show up with a medium ship. I don't know if we're going to be fast enough to hit the eye from an angle where it can't turn around and completely murder us. But I'm going to hope we can. Pinwheel Xenon Doom was destroyed. Well, rip the pinwheel. I guess we'll have to make the pinwheel too. That is the most unfortunate. Hopefully we can nail him before he goes anywhere close to anything else.
Entering system. Family Zin.
Okay. I'm going to try to take on the eye with this ship. If that fails, the other solution is going to be to take the wheelbarrow and try to take its engines out, which I have never tried before in an eye. I would like to be able to take its engines out with this thing, because I have a feeling that'd be a lot easier. Assuming we get a good angle. It's definitely going to be a bit of a battle of maneuver.
I.
Thankfully, it appears to be distracted by the remaining laser towers. Although how long that is going to last is anybody's guess. I think I'm going to try to get behind it and try to target its engines. I'm guessing its engines will be somewhat vulnerable from the rear. Okay, this is the front, I think. I have to admit, I'm not actually sure. So we're going to stop a ways out and turn and look at it. Okay, we're 20k away. We are, in theory anyway, safe. Okay, I can see its first engine. So we're going to move in. We're going to nail that engine from max range. We're going to charge travel drives. We're going to fly down and under it and come at it from the other side and get the other engine. Once both engines are down, we can just sit back and nail it from outside of its range. I think it has some anti-ship weapons on its rear. Come on. With the engines, not just random parts of the eye. Okay, there, we're hitting the engine. I'm not sure how much shield it has on those engines. Okay, we can't go try manually targeting its engines that way. It's not going to work. Or automatically, I mean. They're somewhere in the list, but it's got too many bits and pieces on. Oh, it's got side shields for its engines. That's nice. Spoiler, it's not nice. See if we can fly around behind it this way. We're charging travel drive, but we're not going far. That should be good. Okay, we're out of range. See if you can shoot it on the ass and at least do a little shield damage before we get to engine murder distance. Okay, we're hitting the engines. Okay, first engine's dead. Let's move across the tail and get the second one. There's the poor pinwheel. Rip. You were a good station while you lasted. The pinwheel too will be both in your place. Okay, we definitely do not want to get any closer than that. Not yet, anyway. Okay, there goes the second engine. I don't think it has more engines than that. So let's just approach from behind until all the guns are doing the booms. And blow it up. Oh shit. That is a K. That is not good. We are definitely getting shot by... Oh shit, we're getting shot by the eye as well. That was dumb. I should have pointed a different direction. Well, let's go straight down. We're definitely taking engine damage. We are getting absolutely wrecked by something.
Hull damaged.
What in the world? Thought we were far enough away from the eye not to get hit. Okay, I guess I was wrong. We are almost far enough away from the K not to take any more damage. Thankfully, the eye is not going to be moving. Yeah, we got slightly damaged there. Partially because of bad maneuvering. If we had pointed straight down right away, it would have been much safer.
K.
Okay, we're out of range of the K currently. I think we might have taken some engine damage because we are definitely not moving at our full speed. Well, I guess we can take this moment to do a little bit of loot suck. We're still moving faster than the K currently is, but we need to get around behind it. Gonna kill our drives for a split second so we can suck all the loot up. Okay, the K is definitely following us. That is not good. That means we're gonna have to charge the travel drive and go out, reassess the situation from farther away. I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna charge travel drives, we're gonna fly out to here somewhere, and then we're gonna do kind of a broad drift, try to get around him. Okay, travel drive is running. Now, let's get a turn going. Thankfully, we don't have to worry about asteroids in this thing. We can just crush right through them. Okay, the K is definitely still interested. We can pull him away from the eye a little bit. We can overfly him and wreck his day. Also, I'd really like if the repair crews made sure they stayed nice and busy. Okay, he's definitely coming our direction. Yeah. He definitely wants our hide. I think we can probably come in above him and nail him at this point. Let's save again before we do that, though. And hopefully the eye doesn't get any engines up before we get back. Although, it shouldn't be a big deal even if it does, because it'll take a while to get any real speed out of those engines. Yeah, we'll just aim well above the K. Looks like he's decelerating for some reason. Travel mode is up. If I can get behind him, it would be optimal. Above would be acceptable. I don't like this angle very much. I feel like we're too close to the eye, but no, we're okay. Oh, we're definitely too close to the K, though. Full reverse. All main gun fire on the side turrets. We are in full reverse. See if we can drift some fire onto those engines. I'm doing a terrible job of this. Yeah, I haven't hit the engines at all. On the plus side, we're definitely hitting him with all guns. And he's not pointed straight up at us yet, which is a bit surprising. Surprised he hasn't gone, you know, nose up and started coming our direction, but he's just trying to get away, it's like. Which is a very bad decision on his part. Because it's highly unlikely he'd be able to outrun us. Even with all of his engines intact. And if I can get the angle right here, all of his engines intact is not going to be something that is maintained for long. Okay, there he starts taking engine damage. I need to let the guns cool, but I also need to get rid of these engines, so. As long as he doesn't enter travel drive, he can't get away from us. Okay. We're catching up slowly, which is what I want to do. I don't want to catch up quickly. Because if I start catching up quickly, I'll actually have to slow down. Which I'm actually going to do right now. I think we're doing substantial enough damage to those engines that he is.
Explosion imminent.
Okay. The K has been dealt with.
Danger.
Now, to go back and get that eye. After we collect the loot here, of course. Okay, so, eye. That is another K. That is the eye. That is a K. That is the eye.
K.
I guess we're dealing with the K first. If we can get a little closer, we can maybe take out its side engine.
Thanks for your help.
No, it's turning toward us. I'm not going to play this game. Let's get pointed up, get above him. Yeah, let's get above him, flip end for end, and come right back down at him. He'll probably turn toward us, so we might want to shoot past him and come up from the other side. In any case, we're out of the danger zone now. Do a quick end for end flip. Okay. Going straight back down. Right like this. Wait until we're about... That's a little too close, but we'll be okay, I think, because we're behind him. We better be behind him. Because if he turned to flip that fast, I'm going to want to know how he did it. Okay, that was actually a fairly successful maneuver. Yeah, that maneuver worked out pretty much exactly the way I imagined it, but I was pretty sure I wouldn't be able to execute it exactly that way. I think we're starting to get a theme for this battle. Things are working out, except that little hair-raising bit there when I was caught between the K and the I. But things are working out the way I imagined them and not the way I thought they would go. Okay, he's down one engine. We should be able to just accelerate away from him in reverse and maintain distance. And of course we can just shoot the chin guns off and then he won't be able to shoot us anyway. He might try to fly over top of us, but in which case we can just, once again, accelerate in reverse. He got worryingly speedy there before he suddenly cut his engines for no explained reason. We probably better shoot his other engine. Or in fact, if he tries to go over top of us, that would be the optimal for us, because then we can shoot his engine with some degree of accuracy. Okay, there we hit the engine a little bit. A little more engine damage. He's probably moving at his current top speed, actually. Let's see. Yeah, he's definitely moving at his top speed. Look how much he lost just from those few hits. More hits and his engine will blow up, and that'll be the end of his maneuverability. Okay, there we go. No more engines. He shouldn't have any more engines anyway. Yeah, he's slowly losing speed. Okay, let's get a little closer so that all of our guns can open up. Let's aim to remove his guns first, though. I don't want to be completely underneath him because I'd rather his bottom guns not hit us. Okay, we better get a little bit of backwards speed. We got a little too close there and his bottom guns are trying to open up on us. Getting a few hits on his chin guns, but I don't think it's going to matter because... yeah. Okay, we're still well clear of the eye, thankfully. I just had a sudden where's the eye moment. Decided I better look. Okay. Let the guns cool for a bit. Run the loot suck. Alright, he should go kaboom any second now.
Explosion imminent.
Go ahead and get that loot. And then we can turn around and finally deal with the eye. And then we're going to have to worry about rebuilding the pinwheel. Which is going to be mildly annoying. Thankfully, it should just be a matter of deploying new burnout columns. Should just be a matter of deploying new laser towers to help defend the location, and then just plunking down another station in the same place as the old one. Pinwheel class definitely cannot handle an eye by themselves. They can handle K's all day long, but not an eye. Which is a bit unfortunate, because the pointy stick class can handle an eye just fine. I guess that's just the power of the Argon plasma. That, and I kind of like the Argon defense pieces a little bit better than I do the Argon column ones. Yeah, I should probably start putting fire on the rear batteries here. Or is this the front of it? It's hard to tell. I think this is the rear. Definitely don't want to get too close to those. Speaking of which. Get a bit of reverse thrust going. Okay. That should be clear. We'll destroy this battery, then we can move in from that quarter. Got another freaking K coming. How many of those things are coming through here? Okay, full speed, straight down.
K.
We're opening up the range between us. I was like, what are those laser towers shooting at? Thank you, laser towers. You were very helpful. Okay, let's see if he can turn around while leaving flight assist on. Or off, I mean. Yeah, he's definitely overflying us. Let's kill the engines right here and try to shoot. Well, try to kill his engines as well, I guess. He's speeding up. Nope. Okay, we're gonna hit the engine a little bit, I think, but not enough to matter. He's pointing down at us now. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be anywhere around here. He's approaching. Our guns are turning toward him. That is bad, because it means his guns are going to be turning toward us. Keep nosing it down. Okay, travel drive's engaged. We're safe. They saved up all their pennies to be able to send a big group all together? Apparently. Because this is like the 3rd K, and then there's that eye that's still sitting there waiting to be murdered whenever I can get around to it. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about that eye maneuvering on me. Okay, let's get rolled around so we're pointed at him again. Hello? Sungnef something? Sorry if I just murdered that. Which I most assuredly did. I thought I just turned flight assist on. Okay, well, we're right back where we started from. Sun's fine. Well, anyway. Hello to you. And welcome here. We are currently having a bit of an adventure. Okay, we'll aim up this way. We'll kill the drive when we're roughly on the same plane as the K. It appears like he's going after somebody, not me. Which should make it much more easy to get behind him and take his engines out. I don't really want to approach from below because it's too easy for him to just nose down and come at me. But if I can get up on the same level he is, it should work out. Yeah, I figured today's stream would be just, oh, okay, we'll just, buzz around for a little bit while we wait for the station to finish. But it has taken a much more interesting turn.
We were hit.
Okay, it's in Cardinals Redress. I don't care about that. It's just some CAC, probably. I think it's CAC because attacking him in there. Anyway, in any case, it's not a big threat. Who are you fighting and why? These are Xenon ships. I don't know if you know anything about the lore of the X games, but the Xenon are basically terraforming robots that hate everybody. And they're attacking a system that I'm defending, so I'm not going to allow it to stand. Also, why? I thought I had activated travel drive. Apparently I did not. It's like, why is it taking a long time to get to where I'm going? Not only had I not activated travel drive, but I hadn't even had the main engines running. I think we can get a really good angle on this guy. But anyway, these are Xenon. They're invading split space. There we go. We'll be above him, behind him a little bit. Should be well within main gun range. That eye is concerningly close, but he can't get over here, so I don't have to worry too much about him. Let's go ahead and give us a little bit of forward speed. And then shoot his engines out. Anyway. Okay, there goes his first engine. The speed should be about half what it normally is. That engine is dead, right? Yeah, his engine's dead. Okay. We shouldn't have to worry too much about him now. He's still turning toward us. But it's not that big of a deal. Do you vaguely remember the Xenon? Not sure you remember any Split. The Split are a DLC race. So if you played before the DLC, then they probably wouldn't have been around. They're a race from older versions. Like, oh, they would have been an X3, and I think they're probably an X2 as well. Okay, full reverse. I do not really want to tangle with this guy head on like this, but we're faster in reverse than he is in forward with his engine out. But just for my peace of mind, I'm going to see if I can put a little fire in his engine here. There we go. Got one hit. We had a lot of X2 and a little bit of the first X3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Split were in X3. And I don't think they were DLC there. But they were, oh, where would have they been on the map? It's been so long I don't remember. In any case, Split were the race that they tend to have weaker shields and faster engines, faster ships, which in X4 translates to having faster engines. Okay, his engines are both out. Now we can just go ahead and blow him up. Anyway, I'm playing a kind of interesting little challenge run where I'm playing as a Split, but I'm only using Terran equipment. And since Split Space and Terran Space aren't particularly close together in X4, it makes it a little bit difficult to get gear. I'm going to move ahead some so that the secondaries can fire on him. But anyway, we're just about to get our first shipyard up and running. But the Xenon decided to interrupt a little bit. They're not actually slowing anything down. Also, let's move ahead a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Now all 8 guns are definitely firing. Despite the fact that all 8 guns are firing and not taking his shields down. He's got some monster shield recharge. This thing has to have some kind of shield mod or something, because that is not standard behavior. Look how much a fight we're having just to get that bar going down instead of going up. The secondaries aren't enough to take it down. That's pretty crazy. Also, I'm starting to get worried about that eye getting his engines back. I would like to deal with this quickly. Which isn't going to happen because gun cooling and all that. Unfortunately, this is still my only capital ship. Otherwise, I would call another couple capital ships in to help. And I don't really have any replaceable subcapitals either. Think you need a bigger ship with some plasmas on it? Well, unfortunately, plasmas aren't going to happen this run because Terrans don't have any plasmas. I really, really, really wish they did because I could really use some plasma turrets. I would dearly love to have defense stations armed with Argon plasma turrets, capital ships armed with Argon plasma turrets, or even just split plasma turrets for that matter. Really, anybody's plasma turrets.
Explosion imminent.
Okay, he's finally dealt with. Now where's that eye?
I.
That is it, and it is currently flying away at 329 meters a second. That is very impolite. Is it flying away or is it flying toward me? I am concerned. I think we're going to fly a parallel course to it, see if we can get behind it. I think it's actually coming toward me, kind of. Yeah, it's definitely getting closer. Let's get around behind it. Kill the drive.
Thanks for your help.
And see if we can go deal with those engines again. Not sure where it's going, but wherever it is, it's bad. Hull's back to around 60%. Yeah, it's service crew hard at work. Yeah, hopefully we can get behind this thing. It should be pretty slow to turn. It has the same number of engines as a K does. I think it's got the same engines as a K does. And so if they increase the weight appropriately for its size, it should be pretty slow. Okay, there goes the first engine. Fly across its rear.
Requesting immediate backup.
And then turn in. Okay, we're still not quite over the other side yet. Give it a little more speed. That should be over the other side. Barely. Put in a bit of right and down thruster. That should get us a clear shot on the engines soon. And I forgot to account for my drift. Somewhere there's an Argon tying us on. I wish he wouldn't. I'm here to destroy the Xeon, not the Argon. Oh. Okay, there goes the engine. I'm going to look at something quick here. Okay. I don't see anything like high grade shield upgrades. But there almost had to have been one in there somewhere, if it's not still there. Anyway, let's blow this thing up. Let's approach. I don't think it has many heavy turrets on the bottom compared to the K. And if we approach straight from behind, we should get close enough that the... there we go. Secondaries should fire on it. The secondaries are apparently unable to deal with the shields by themselves. Did I take out a turret over there? I think I took out a turret over there. Yeah, I did. Okay, good. All the secondaries are firing. So it's just a matter of shooting it until it blows up. The secondaries seem to be able to maintain the shields at the level they are, but not actually do more damage than that. There's an Argon destroyer. I wish he would leave, because he's causing a problem. I don't want to have to destroy it, but we might have to, just to make him go away. Why do we have a whole Argon fleet in here? Like, what are you guys even doing? Please leave me alone. Also, we've lost our shields to what? Oh, shit! We're too close to some guns on the bottom. And I didn't see them because I didn't have my focus set right. That's bad. Okay. I think they've stopped shooting us. That could have been very bad. Well, luckily we have shield regen. but we should get them back up pretty quickly. As long as the Argon don't come over here and mess around with us. Which it kind of looks like they want to do. Okay, we're far enough away, we're not going to suck up any of that loot till we go in and get it. Fortunately, I'm pretty sure all those Argon are very pissed because of the laser towers. Hopefully the laser towers will at least tie them up long enough that they won't come over here until regen a bunch of shield. Speaking of which, their shields are gone. Also, it's going to be a bit of a problem because their plasmas have a 10k range. Our main gun doesn't even shoot that far. So, yeah. The Argon are cheaters. I would like to just vacate the area and let them deal with whatever they are going to deal with for a while. Unfortunately, we're going to have Xenon fleet after Xenon fleet coming through here, I have a feeling. Doesn't look like there's any more Ks coming our direction. So maybe the Argon will decide to bugger off. Yeah, we're certainly not going to get any defenses built here with those Argon destroyers nearby. On the plus side, they are shooting at the eye. I wonder how much the split will pay us for blowing the eye up.
Explosion imminent.
We better be credited with that kill. Did that like drop no loot? I dropped a little bit of loot. Okay, how fast is an Argon destroyer?
Vanguard.
Slow, apparently. I don't want to get closer than this. He is speeding up. That does not make me happy. Thankfully, we're still faster than he is. But he is getting closer.
Thank you.
He's not following the same path we are, though, so I think we can turn across his rear. Oops. Are we pointed straight up? Yeah, we kind of are. Okay. Let's roll down a little bit. And now we're going the absolute opposite way of where we actually want to go. Okay, that's a bit too far. No, not far enough. Okay, we're upside down. Still not quite where we want to go. Oh yeah, like that. Alright. Okay. Get all this loot sucked up. And then we would just let this nasty old Argon take care of all of our laser towers while we get out of here. We need to wait for the pinwheel to despawn anyway. Okay. Very temporarily kill our drives to get that last bit of loot sucked in. That is an Argon Plasma Blast. That does not make me happy. Okay, we're going away from the Argon. Now, I guess we roll over. Oh, looks like the first steps is either completed or... Okay, it is completed. Yes. We can't build ships yet because there's no ship trader on board. But that's an easy enough thing to fix. Because the Swan Song has a split crew, so we'll just grab the top service crew, work somewhere else for me. Work aboard the first steps. Ship trader. We're done. Okay. Now, the first steps should be over somewhere around here. Yeah, we're still upside down. Let's roll back over so I know which direction to turn. There's the eye we just blew up. There's the gate that we definitely need to defend at some point. And there's our bright, shiny new shipyard over here. Right there, I think it is. Yeah, on the bright side, at least we haven't seen any CAC in here for a while. Also, wheelbarrow, what in the heck do you think you're doing over there? Oh, that's where I left it. Well, get out of there. If any of these Argon decide to go hunting, we might have to go deal with them. Once we get this thing parked, we're definitely going to switch back over to the wheelbarrow and go do laser tower bombing runs around this area. Probably. Maybe not right away. Okay, can we order ships? Yes, we can. We only have one blueprint. I haven't made any loadouts for it or anything, but we'll be doing that next once we have part.
Awaiting orders.
I, for one, am pretty excited for this moment. We should have at least some small amount of crew on board the station now. Which means we should be able to hire local pilots. How much workforce do we have? Yeah, we're buying local food. We have 100 workers on board. I didn't want plan build. I want to buy ships. There we go. Size small. Tacoba fighter. Start with a high preset. Take 10 minutes to build. But that's because we don't have any construction drones on board. Okay. We don't really have a whole lot of choice as far as parts. But there's no reason not to go with maxed out software. Even the stuff we probably don't need. We don't need any Marines. Pilot, service crew. Okay, apparently we don't have any crew available. Interesting. There's definitely some workforce aboard the station. Well, let's save this loadout. We'll just call it standard. Okay, one pilot, one service crew. Worst case, we can have a freighter running around carrying crew to cruise ships, which will be an absolute pain in the ass, but that's the way we'll do it. We'll buy one for now. And meanwhile, let's see what we can do about drones. For building drones, we'll go ahead and buy 50 of them to start. Boom. Now, how's that change the construction speed? Down to 6 minutes instead of 9. Let's add a few more drones and see if that changes the construction speed any. Go ahead and add 10 more. Boom. Okay. It's still over 6 minutes. I don't think that... I'm not sure what the exact limit is and how many drones matter. We'll buy 75 and we'll see if that changes anything. If it doesn't, then we'll leave it at 75. Okay, it didn't look like it changed much, if anything. It might change when we build more than one at a time, but we'll see. Need to look up exactly how many. It's a long, slow build. We should end up with a pretty powerful fighter out of the deal. This mess is going to continue being a mess for a while. I highly doubt this Mount Ozeon could take out a Argon patrol cruiser or a patrol destroyer, but guess we'll find out. Okay, anyway. Kind of curious what one of these will sell for. The first one is probably going to be my personal one for a while. But I just want to see how they perform. It's been unfortunate that it only has 2 guns, but it looks like it'll be reasonably fast for a turn-engined ship. Poor Pinwheel. I shall miss it dreadfully. Speaking of which, you guys better not be planning to bring an eye through, or I'm going to be very displeased with you. Okay, it doesn't even look like they have an eye in this system. I don't know where their shipyard is, though, so they might have an eye in here. Okay, so I would like this to mostly resolve itself before I come rolling in with laser towers. Because they're just going to get in the way of me dropping the laser towers effectively. I don't want to be shot at while I'm trying to do that. How many misses have left? 4. Okay, so what's going on in the research? Teleportation range. He's low on money again. We'll give him a little more. It's not really like low, but a little low. He just needs some advanced electronics and superfluid coolant. Both of which he's acquired some of already. He just needs more. Welfare modules. I've never built these, so I don't know what they do. We'll worry about that later. Workforce. How are we doing on workforce? We don't have any scruffin' fruit yet. We do have some workforce. Guess we'll see if that ship has any crew when it's done. If it does, then yay. If it doesn't, then I guess we need to build a lot more workforce capability. Where is... There's the baldric. Okay. Scruffin' fruit. Does anybody in this place have any scruffin' fruit? There's somebody who's buying it. Apparently to buy some we have to go pretty far. Or at least to buy it for a reasonable price. Okay. We can get a full load. So we'll do that. Okay, trade with the first steps. Boom. And then when you're done, go park out here in the open where I can see you. I think we'll just let the swan song sit there and lick its wounds. Go back over to the wheelbarrow. Okay, this Tacoba has a few more minutes left on its clock, and there's the autosave. I'm relatively happy with how the battle against the I and Ks went. Because against that many Ks effectively ambushing us repeatedly. And an eye. It would have been nice if the station could hold up against an eye on its own. But there's no way I'm just going to count on that. Okay, the behemoths are not really getting a whole lot done. They're just being annoying. How far are they from the gate? Right on top of it. Okay. This fighter's almost done. We'll just wait for that to finish.
Katana.
I'll go fly this thing over close to the station.
Hello.
Park it right beside the Swan Song. And by that time, the fighter should be done, and we can go take that and get it upgraded. But I'd really like to see what one of those fighters can do when fully upgraded. The next thing to do after that would probably actually be to start research for the weapon upgrades. But we still have to wait for the teleport to finish before that. It'll probably be a bit. Okay. Koba is done. It has a crew. Awesome. But despite it saying that there was no crew available, there is indeed crew.
Takoba.
Okay, out of my seat, please.
Hello.
Let's give this thing a suitably pretentious name. I think I'm going to call it... Oh... The Shape, for short. That's such a silly name. Anyway, let's go see how this thing performs. It's a Terran fighter, so I don't have high hopes for it, but you never know. It is... reasonably maneuverable. Speed's nothing to write home about. But once we get max speed upgrades, I don't think there's any reason to put any other kind of upgrade on it. Yeah, it doesn't really need maneuverability upgrades or anything like that. Max speed upgrade, max hull lightness. It has pew-pew lasers. And only 2 pew-pew lasers. I'd be happy if it was 4, but, oh well. Okay, let's go try to take out this P.
P.
That should give me at least a little bit of idea of what the combat capabilities are like. It's going to really suck not having a pair of heavy hitters on demand. But Terrans just don't have any heavy hitting weapon that I could effectively use. Because the way I like to dogfight is to get behind something. And I guess I could use missiles, but I like to get behind or in front of something and otherwise just shoot it with my fast firing guns, of which I usually have a pair, because I like to try to use fighters that have 4 weapons at least. And then I have a pair of something hard hitting that I unleash at minimum range in hopes of basically blowing them up in one shot. Okay, what's our range in this? 2 point something? Oh yeah. Pew-pew laser is what this thing's got for sure. Yeah, we definitely need shield regen on this thing. Not for the speed, but for the delay. I'm going to be thrustering a lot with these engines. Oh. Our range is poop. Our fire rate is poop. Our damage is poop. Compared to a upgraded Maria with Commonwealth weapons, this thing is just kind of poop. That's the standard that every fighter is going to be held up to forever and ever, amen. A Maria with, at a minimum, oh, whatever they're called again, the shotgun weapons. Okay. At least we have decent shields. We can take some hits. Which we're definitely going to need those. Yeah, we can actually take quite a few hits. Shard cannons, shard guns, something like that, yeah. It was shard something. A Maria armed with 2 of those and 2 blast mortars is just so nice. Or even just 4 shard guns. But with the blast mortars just make it better. I'm not really sure if I like the blast mortars more than I do the plasmas or not. In theory, the blast mortars have much higher DPS. But I don't know. I like the blast mortars well enough, I guess. I would need to really sit down and compare stats before I made a final decision. Do a little bit of actual testing. So this isn't terrible. It's just not good either. It's only got half the weapons, of course. But it's a relatively tanky fighter on shield power. Mostly just because of Terran shields, to be honest, but...
Entering system. Family Newt.
Okay, so we want to go slightly right, hard left. Okay, so there's our first target right there.
Thanks for your help.
Argon laser towers all over the place. Oh, hello, what are you doing here? Somebody should probably deal with you. I guess we're going to order the Swan Song to fly in, and then I'll pick it up and manually command it from there. When the Swan Song radio's in, saying that it's got to where it's going, we'll teleport to it and go wreak some havoc. But anyway. Realistically, it's highly unlikely that I'll ever be as happy.
Baldric, jump gate, open market.
The Baldric is flying right through this mess of laser towers.
Laser tower, Mark II.
Listen here, you bastard. I do not appreciate what you're doing to my Baldric.
Laser tower, Mark II.
Okay, we need to get out of there before we blow up. Looks like the Baldric made it through fine. Funny how the Argon just ignored that K. Yeah.
Laser tower, Mark
Their
II.
navy is definitely not very great. Really, it seems like nobody's navy is very great this time around. The Split basically don't have one, or at least this branch of the Split don't.
Entering system.
And
open market.
the Argon never seemed to be able to take care of K's flying through their space. At all. Despite having heavy weapons, I could easily deal with them if they ever actually brought a ship out and showed up. Despawn, so I can build a new station there, please. Thank you.
Jump gate, Zioth's Dominion.
Okay, this should be where we are going. Yes, it is. Okay. Off to our left is going to be the wharf, which is where we need to go to upgrade this. I'm going to try to sink max upgrades into everything I can.
Entering
I
system.
think shield
via
recharge rate
Dominion.
is probably going to be the choice. Terran fighters have okay side views, so that's nice. You'd want to rotate up on your side a little bit. Be able to see out properly. But it's not really a big deal. Compared to Terran capital ships, which have terrible side views. And should be
Ship
ashamed of
technology
themselves.
Factory. Split wharf.
Whoever designed the cockpit, or the bridge, I guess you should say, of the Terran capital ships is a sad, sad
Awaiting
individual.
orders.
Oh, there's the swan song. Okay, let's park this here for now. Now let's teleport to the swan song. Let's go deal with that K. That station that the
system.
K is attacking is
Family
probably going to be
moved.
lost. But I can't bring myself to care too much because if you guys built an actual navy, you wouldn't lose stations.
K.
Funny how that works. And they should be fully capable of building a navy. It's not that hard. Especially when you start with a minimal but functional economy. And all the blueprints you need. Okay. We're approaching from behind. Kill the engine here. And I think if we fly this path, when we kill our engines next, we'll be right behind it at the right distance. It's definitely turning toward us. That's unfortunate because we'll have to angle ourselves a little bit differently. Slightly more guesswork than what I would be really, what I'd really prefer.
Explosion imminent.
Okay, and kill the engines here. We should be right behind it now. Within gun range. Oh yeah, that worked out perfectly. Alright, if we can blow these engines up. We're faster than it is. Even without taking the engines out. But with taking the engines out, it's not going to get much of anywhere. Okay, let's let the guns cool a bit. And hope we can target the other engine. It's going to be a bit fiddly. Oh, we're hitting it. Okay, most of those are basically misses. These should be good, reasonable hits. No, they're not. Okay. Well, it doesn't really matter. I don't want to approach because it still has all its guns. It does seem to have quite a bit of shield recharge compared to what I'm used to. See if we can get a good look at some of the chin turrets. And seems to be trying to turn away. I deselected it so that I could see what I was shooting at a little better. And not that it's helping my accuracy any. Unfortunately, that means we can't see distance and speed, but get a little closer. That's probably closer than I really want to be. Okay, it looks like that chin turret is actually gone. So the other turret is right up here. Okay. No, that chin turret is not gone. That red color fools me every time. Well, now they're shooting at us with the bottom turrets. Not that it's going to matter, because he's going to blow up before our shields are gone anyway, even if we just kept going straight in.
Explosion imminent.
As I was saying. Buy a little bit of loot sock. Get all that sweet, delicious loots. I think he destroyed the station he was attacking. Let's check. No, he actually didn't quite. Almost, but not quite. This one's destroyed, though. I should destroy those argon laser towers. I'm not sure if the Argon are at war with the split or not. I know they don't like me, but I'm not sure if that's just a...
Thanks for your help.
Well, we'll leave the swan song here for now. It's only one jump away. And we'll go back to what we were doing. These guys are still unsuccessfully making a mess. I guess as long as they're tying the Xenon up, I'm not going to complain too loudly. When did this take hull damage?
Entering
Okay,
system.
whatever.
Zioth's
We'll dock and do some upgrading. Most important of the upgrades is probably going to be the hull lightness upgrade. So we'll try to get that on first. And then we will see about...
granted.
I was coming in like I was going to dock at the medium docks. That's what happens when you're not used to landing at the small ship docks for a while. Okay, this door should open. Yeah, that's a much better cockpit than the one on the Gladius. Took me a second to remember what the name of the ship was. Okay, ship dealer. Oh, it's 10:45 already. Guess that's what happens when you start late. Alright, let's see. We need an exceptional nanoweave, for which we need one more advanced nanoweave. It looks like we have everything to craft that. And that. Alright. Next most important is the fuel injector. We have everything we need except 3 advanced fuel injectors. We definitely have everything we need for those, so that's good. Boom. Make the exceptional. Okay, the next most important is the shield generator coil. We have everything we need for that as well, except 3 advanced. We're actually going to be able to upgrade everything except the weapons, and the only reason we can't do them yet is because we don't have the... well, A, it would be an incredible crime to spend a lot of money upgrading the weapons on this thing when we have other things that need the upgrades more. And B, it would... oh... what was I going to say? I don't have the research yet. I should probably get working on that. Travel thrust, boost thrust, or forward thrust? Probably forward thrust, I think. Okay, that gets us... we got 200 more meters a second just from the hull upgrade, and this gets us up to 800. So another 300 from the engine upgrade. So we're actually going to be reasonably fast now. So that's pretty good. Yeah, okay. How many small shields do we have? 2? Okay. We're not actually that tanky then. It just kind of felt like we were tankier than expected. I guess the Maria did only have 1 shield, I think. So that would be, you know, twice the tankiness I'm used to. We're still a bit slow compared to what I'm used to, but it'll be faster. Let's go see how it feels. Okay, so we take the shape.
Hello.
Let's go for a little spin. Try to fly out of here like a normal human instead of just hammering down on the, well, a normal split, I guess. Instead of just hammering down on the thrusters. As soon as the autosave is done, anyway.
Split wharf.
It feels a little twitchier already. Okay. Oh yeah, it definitely rolls faster than it used to. That's probably mostly the hull lightness mod, though, to be honest. Turning seems okay. We lose a lot of speed in the two corners, of course, but that's normal. Alright, let's get lined up and do a thruster run. There's our max speed.
Smart chip factory.
Okay. It looks like our max thruster speed is around 9,500 or so. And we can hold that for quite a long ways. We have shield regen, so it's like... I don't remember what the... I didn't look up see what the recharge delay was, but it feels really low. Now imagine we had the recharge speed of a split shield instead of the Terran shields. And boom, there we go. Recharge. Okay. Now, what's our travel drive speed like? 11.7? Okay, that's pretty good. Maneuverability and travel drive is actually really good.
Jump gate. Open market.
Okay.
Entering system.
It's no Morea.
Open market.
It's got half the guns I'm used to. It's about not quite half the speed. A little over half the speed, I should say, that I'm used to.
Jump gate. Family. Newt.
But all in all, this is usable.
Entering system. Family. Newt.
Until we smite in some wreckage. I'm stuck inside this, aren't I? Yes, I am. Okay. Well, let's do the backup and rub method, I guess. That sounds lewd. Okay, that's an Argon ship. I was about to say, is that was the split ship that I saw heading this way earlier. And I'm going to go have words with those laser towers, but... To be perfectly honest, these fighters will probably be just fine once I get a large number of them under AI control. For my personal fighter, we're definitely going to want to put some upgrades on the guns. I don't think I ever upgraded the guns on the Morea. I don't remember. I definitely upgraded the guns and everything else. Maybe I upgraded the guns in the Morea? Anyway, let's have the swan song fly home. The Argon are still running their own little shit show over here. Okay, let's see how we are doing. We're low on silicon and ore, which is to be expected. The order of Scruff and Fruit still has not arrived. Where is that Baldric? It was only a couple jumps. Okay, it's an open market headed back. If it gets killed by these laser towers, I'm gonna be very pissed. I'm not even gonna watch. Oh, there's a K. There's a K. There's a K. We'll have to go take care of that problem. Where even are we? We're just out in the middle of nowhere here in Family Newt. Let's actually fly to the Swan Song and dock on board. This thing, one thing you have to say for it, you can go a long ways very quickly on the thrusters. Not as quickly as on the travel drive, but in a much more controllable manner. That was over 130 kilometers. Just on a single engine burn. Yes, I know, I'm already headed there.
Granted.
Okay. Straight to the bridge, and let's go take care of that K. This has been a much more exciting stream than initially planned. It's been pretty much straight time combat with only very few delays. Okay, so he headed north. We will do that same thing. Assuming we are right side up, which we should be, because we were just, AI was just controlling this. The portal should be right over there. But I'm going to double check to make sure that's the right portal before I just blindly fly to it. Yes, that is indeed the correct portal. Okay, Kay, could you please fly away from the gate? I think we'll go through the gate at full speed. Probably end up out here somewhere and then turn around and come back for it. Because otherwise it's too likely that we'll end up in a knife fight right in front of the gate. Run, little freighter, run! It's after you. I think he's about to have a bad day. Yeah, we'll go through the gate. We'll kill the engine shortly past it. We'll turn around, recharge, come back in.
Entering system. Zioth's Dominion.
Okay. Spin us around. Right over there looks like a good spot to aim.
K.
Let's get flat with the K. It's not flat with the plane, so. Basically, these whiskers stick out straight behind it. It kind of
Famil K.
humps up a bit in the middle. Looks like it's supposed to be some crustacean or something. Not sure what it would be supposed to be. Okay, and boom. That's a little too far. We should have killed it earlier. Okay, and we'll have to charge the travel drive again. Because he's currently flying away from us at max speed. I think I'm going to end stream with this guy's death. Because it is almost 11 o'clock. He's trying to turn. Oh, he's doing worse than trying to turn. No! We missed all of those shots because we're terrible. And he killed his travel drives on his own. Why, thank you, Mr. K. Should be able to come in at this exact angle and then... yeah. Go ahead and blow those engines up. Okay, he's going ahead at full speed. Or roughly full speed. I think they can do 138, something like that, maybe? Well, maybe 134 is their max speed. I don't actually know. I don't remember. It's 130 something. In any case, there goes these engines. Now let's see if I can sneak a little bit of gunfire past his edge here and hit that other engine. Like that. We got a little bit of fire on him. Okay, there come the secondaries. That engine's gonna go down soon. There it goes, okay.
Requesting immediate backup.
He's now sitting duck and we can just blow him up. There's nothing else exciting going on in this system right now, is there? No, not there. This is still just some Argon circle jerk. Looks like it. Alright. This is like the 5th or 6th K tonight. I think we destroyed 4 by that gate.
Explosion imminent.
Plus the eye. Is either 3 or 4 by the gate.
Danger.
I don't remember. Well, I wonder if the wrecks are still there. That's possible.
Requesting immediate backup.
Some of the wrecks are still there. There's the I. There's a K. Okay, some of them aren't there though, because there was more than that. Yeah, there's just one I and one K left for some reason. Oh well. Let's engage loot suck. Get the stuffs that dropped. I don't care about any of this enough to go pick it up. And on that note, the Xenon Scourge has been temporarily at least beaten back. And I'm going to end stream because it has literally just turned 11 o'clock and I need to go to bed tonight. Anyway, thank you all very much for coming. Tomorrow is Thursday, which means we're going to be playing some Dark Messiah. We're getting pretty close to the point where I stopped playing on my first playthrough of Dark Messiah, so hopefully we'll start running into content I've never seen before. But we'll see. Tomorrow. Starting probably a little bit earlier than normal if I can arrange it. But anyway, I will see all you guys later, and I hope you have an awesome night. Yeah. Goodbye.